with audio and video are both clear, that you can see me and hear me clearly. We're going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy doing the hopefully not last of our CrikCAT, but I'm sure we'll do one of the final, but there isn't much of a punchline if you're not playing. When I say we, I mean India. Hopefully we'll cross the line and we'll not have trouble with them, will not be put out of business by our another of our old rivals. I'm not a big fan of the England team. Given a choice, the England playing against anybody, I'm rooting for anybody. And India playing against anybody, I'm rooting for India. So it's like one evil matchup. Let's see. Hopefully you can see me and hear me clearly. I'm just waiting for some comment, some feedback saying, hey, the audio and video are both fine, that you can indeed see me and hear me clearly. Once that is there, we can go and start off this session. Right. Waiting for something from the chat bot saying, AV is perfect, so lovely, 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 super. I'm going to give me a second. I'm just checking this, give me a second. I want to make sure that the chat window is working fine, lovely. All good. Suraj, thanks for saying loud and clear. Once again, it's a mix of some math questions and some questions related to cricket. I saw the cricket ones, they were really nice. The math ones are also really nice. So I'm going to wait for maybe another 2 minutes. Generally shoot the breeze and talk about this and that. The match is happening this evening, so I hope, I'm sure several of you participating here, you're interested. And so I'm also keen. I'm hoping. Last few matches I haven't watched much of them. I've watched 1 or 2 Afghan matches. Off and down I've followed the scores. I'm looking forward to seeing at least some part of the match. But I hope it doesn't get rained out. Getting completely rained out, I know it is good for India, but I would rather play and win. I think we have a decent team, well suited for these conditions. I think I'm a gigantic, ginormous fan of Bumrah. So I'm hoping that we turn it on. And I would really like it if we chased, and had a very modest score to chase, see it through comfortably, and then get ready for the next one. Right? So, hopefully all this happens. Otherwise, I'm just daydreaming for no good reason. Right? I'm going to wait for another minute or two. If you want if there is anything that you want to shoot the breeze about, not CAT. We've done plenty of those with CAT. Something about cricket, fire away. Then we can shoot the breeze for about a minute and a half. Then go on to this, because once the quiz starts, there's actually very little for me to do, rather than just try to solve the answers and write down my own attempts. But I've seen the questions, so it will be very unfair if I attempted it along with you guys. The questions are fun. Don't panic, it's math. That's nice. Don't panic is actually a very good title of a very key phrase in a series of books called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hi, don't panic. Hi, hello, good evening to all of you. I hope you're all full of josh to knock this off, finish this off, keep it aside, and then get ready for the match itself. I think we're just on to 6:03, another minute or so. Afghanistan, poor guys. Today they just got blown away. South Africa turned up and said, we're just smashing you today. No hard feelings of South Africa. South Africa has had so much heartburn that the fact that they won didn't make me peeved at all. It's like, theek hai. They've been brutalized by all and sundry, from of course Australia to England to West Indies and the weather gods, everyone. And so they've never really had luck go their way in any of these tournaments. So it's all right. So I'm not grudging them their victory, even though I would have loved for it to have been Afghanistan who came through that semi-final. I love the Afghanistan team. But hey, it's all right. It's only South Africa. Theek hai. Venkatesh saying offline classes at Chennai. I will come. When you're doing the workshops, I will turn up. I'm going to be there. No one. मैं आपका दिमाग यूज़ करके शायद उतना भी फ़ायदा नहीं है. बहुत सारे DLR solutions help. Nice. क्रैम्प्स एंड अनफिट प्लेयर्स. जनाब आपको पॉलिटिक्स में होना चाहिए अर्जुन सिंह. What brilliant spin. Cramps and unfit players. What a lovely way of describing what they did. I asked Suraj Tomar, do drop in, give us a call. If I'm there, I would love to meet it. I'm always up for meeting our students. So anytime we have an opportunity, we grab it. Another minute of jabbering away, and then we'll jump in. Arjun is very clear. तो fitness का issue था, नहीं तो जीत जाते. Please finish by 6:30. We have classroom session that starts at 6:30 today. Venkatesh appa, enna sincerity. Pramadam. We will try to wrap it up by 6:30. The questions are going to run at rapid clip. I'm going to start right away, right now. Lovely. Super. I can start. I like this interface. It's amazing. Full question view. The weights of Ram, Shyam, Jaya and Kumar are in ascending order and they are distinct natural numbers. If their average weight is 64 kilograms, what can be the minimum possible weight of Kumar? Or which of the following could be the minimum possible weight? What is the minimum possible weight of Kumar? Not what can be. What is the minimum possible weight of Kumar? Anyway, we put minimum. So there's no can be business. What is the minimum possible value for Kumar such that these four are distinct natural numbers whose average happens to be 64? I think the answer should be more than 64, but good. We put all choices more than 64. 66. I'm seeing some comments. This is done, so I'm going to close this. Suraj Tomar, Deban Datta, Sampadas, nice. I think you've all punted on this and you said, look, the one answer that I'm looking for is not there. Let me mark something near that, which is all right. Let me go to the next question. The famous 1998 Sharjah Cup, Sachin scored centuries against Australia in both the last league match and the final. How many balls did he face in these two matches? Not in total, in these two matches. When he face in total in each match, he faced the same number of deliveries. He scored different number of runs. The second one was in the final, but the first one is a real deal. The first match, what he scored is a real deal. It's a phenomenal innings, absolutely freakish innings. Your heart goes out for Sachin Tendulkar because suddenly he switches on. It's the last 4 overs, 4.5, 5 overs. I'm going for the win here. And then you feel bad because so far he's played super conservatively to get to that. Not super conservative, he's still talking boundaries and sixers. But the weight of the burden of the team just comes out then when he says, look, now we're through. Let me see if I can go for the big one. And the way he went for the big one, oh my God, it was all of 8-10 deliveries. But that etched in my memory and the memory of millions of Indians who saw that and said, oh my God, he's going for the target now, which is quite exact opposite of what Bangladesh did against Afghanistan. As a team, they said, look, we can't qualify, but we'll settle down and try to win, which is bakwas. Sachin said, we have qualified now. I think we are through. Let me go for the big one. And he had a super limited team. So he was a lone warrior. Fine. Anyway, enough of jabbering from me. C. 131 is indeed the right answer. Let me see this one, the leaderboard. This one? 31. Yeah. Suraj Tomar, Arkom, Gaurav Singh, Kumal, Debayan Datta, Sampadas. Nice. Quite a few of you have got at least one of these two questions correct. I like the blend, how the math question and the cricket question come alternately. Also a nice question. Twelve is added to a 2-digit number. The resulting number is increased by the same percentage as was done initially to the 2-digit number to now obtain the result of 75. what is the 2-digit number? To some 2-digit number, we add 12. And then we do this something else in the same percentage and 75. I'm not breaking this question down because there's a lot sitting inside the language. So if I sit here and read it and reread it in nice juicy forms, it becomes too easy. So there is some difficulty in unraveling this. I'm going to let you folks have that. Bharat Soni, you're spot on. What you're saying is exactly correct. I was looking for that. So what you're saying is right. So apologies for that. The trivia questions are getting really intricate. Yes, indeed they are. There was one which was on some obscure stats based on IPL, and I was like, what have we done this? And then somebody told me, sir, IPL people follow very seriously. People will know this answer. I said, theek hai. Lovely. Lovely. Suraj Tomar has got, I think, 3 out of 3. Even Gaurav has gone 3 out of 3. This was a more doable question. Lovely to see several of you have gotten it right. I'm going to have a very quick look at the leaderboard. Very interested in seeing this number. 21 people have got at least one question right. Remember, if you've got one question right by now, you're in the mix. People are going to get stuff wrong, especially the trivia part is not that easy. And several of them are not Googleable. You can't find it by Googling, not in that 1 minute window. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Who were the opening pair in the first match for the Kochi Tuskers? This is what I was talking about. Well, like Kochi Tuskers, Cochin team. Brendan McCullum and Laxman, Parthiv Patel and Brendan McCullum, Parthiv Patel and Jayavardene, Laxman and Parthiv Patel. One of those, if you know things. I hope several of you did indeed know. I kicked them right. Suraj Tamar is staying on top of his cricket and this math, which is very good. Which is so. Brendan McCullum and VVS Laxman. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The second most likely answer is this one, which has nothing in common with that, which is intriguing. I'm going to have one look here. Suraj Tomar is riding high. Jayam Ravi fan, which is a lovely title. And it's saying, look, I may be ridiculed here, but I'm going down swinging. Fine, I'm a Jayam Ravi fan and I shall wear it on my sleeve. Jayam Ravi is a hero in Tamil movies. His brother made a ton of movies with him. And then he broke out and became a hero on his own guard. Debarjan Datta, Sampadas, Gaurav Singh Kumai, Nitisha, Debayan Datta. Good, lovely. What is the difference between the largest and smallest 4-digit numbers that when divided by 15, 20 and 24 leave reminders 12, 17 and 21 respectively? So very intriguing question, very interesting question. A kind of question that you can say, look, I'm going to have a look at this, try to crack it, look at the funda, and then also say, can I just look at these choices and do something juicy? Okay. I see several of you have answered this question already, which I'm absolutely astounded by. I've barely had time to kind of take in the data. I saw this data and I kind of looked to solve it, go from kind of first principles and see where I'm headed. I saw that and I had to process something, and then I told myself, oh, maybe I can guess something here. I was very happy that I thought of all this and decided to guess. Yeah? And then that took me like quite a while, give or take a minute. And 19, 20 of you have answered it in less than a minute, which is brilliant, You're totally on top of your game mathematically, which is nice. I know VVS for sure, so that's why I think they put 2 VVS choices. McCullum was one of my favorites, pretty much everybody's favorite. VVS, the short format player, is not a great player, but in test matches, he's, oh my god, he's genius. A couple of days ago, I was searching for a video where VVS Laxman had a go at Pragyan Ojha, because I saw Rashid Khan screaming at his teammate. I want to see where VVS Laxman had done that. several of you are still at a near 100% record, which is nice. 8880 is 9000 minus 120. There's something sitting there. That is a useful idea to plonk into. So now I realize that several of you who did attempt it very quickly have not gotten it right. If you are punting and then attempting it quickly, there's no point. Right? Speed is nothing if the answer is not right. So Tamar is saying he is admitting that it was a lucky guess. Okay. Nice, lovely. I'm going to see the leaderboard again. Suraj Tomar, Jayam Ravi fan, Sampa Das, Debarjan Datta, Debayan Datta. Debayan Datta is making a comeback, climbing up. Nitisha, Rohil Saraf, Kalki, Naman, Targaryen, Mr. Targaryen, oh, lovely. Aman with a star. Some of these names are really fun. This one's interesting. Because I knew one name, but I could eliminate only one choice from that. And then I had to look around for another name, find something else also going my way. But I think if you know two, then you're sneaking through. It was Arafat, Umar Gul and Shahid Afridi. And India had, if I'm not mistaken, Sehwag and Robin Uthappa having a go. Right? India had spinners, Dhoni sat at the right place, got several calls right. India cracked the funda of this. Pakistan, quote unquote, had their better bowlers have a go at it. India had the smarter team selection and it was like they looked at it like a tiebreaker and got the job done. It was a lot of fun. Suraj Tomar, the leaderboard, the top 3-4 are more or less the same. The Suraj Tomar, Jayam Ravi fan, Sampa Das have been 1, 2, 3 in kind of almost this order for a while now. Debarjan Datta and Debayan Datta are been in that 4, 5, 6. Debayan Datta, I think, climbed down and came back up again. Gaurav Singh has also been there in the mix almost throughout. Lovely. I'm enjoying the trivia questions more than I'm enjoying the mathematical ones. Two parallel chords of length 42 and 46 lie on the same side of the center of a circle whose area is 3850 centimeters square. Just remember, you'll have to use the idea of pi somewhere here. Plonk down pi as 22 by 7. You plonk it down as 22 by 7, something gets cancelled as it should. The same side of the center is also important. Something where you can take some educated guess after you come to a certain point. I've seen the bowl out like over a dozen times. Well, I only knew Umar Gul. Yeah, Umar Gul is a name I remembered. So I think he had long flowing hair and he came and nearly yorked, but was not on the line of the stump. He just went by straight away. And Pakistan had one really vaguely defeatist look about them throughout the knockout. It's not like they turned up and then they acted like really cool. They didn't take it seriously or they were not up for it. Which is unusual. Pakistan is usually up for matches against India. And it was at a time where it was completely clearly accepted that they had the better bowling unit. I feel like I've solved this in some prep edge. Similar, not with some layers. It is part of the course, not prep edge. I think that's what I remember. Nice. More people have scored. More flux in the little bit more flux in the leaderboard. More shift. Suraj Tomar still at first. Sampadas Debarjan Datta has climbed up a little bit. Jayam Ravi fan, I think, didn't get this one right. So it slid down. Devayan Datta has come in, Gaurav Singh Kumai has gone a couple of steps down. Interesting. Nitishan, Naman, Kalki, Pavan, Shubhankar, Samir, Rohil, Targaryen, Arko, Arjun. 26 people have got at least one right. I think few are just doing it for the sake of curiosity, not taking it too seriously. What is the highest individual score in T20 Ice for England, and what is the score? I saw this and I said, look, it does not look like one of the choices. I'm not going to say too much because the number looked unusual. Right? So, Alex Hales, Phil Salt, Josh Butler. One of the things that you should know if you're following T20s rather seriously. Phil Salt with 119. I thought 101 Josh Butler looked weird because I think England have scored a few T20 centuries. It's just 101, unlikely. Several have put Alex Hales in it. It's Phil Salt with 119. This again is a good question. The kind of question that I would expect several of you to get right. Please do me proud and make sure that several have got the right, several of you get the right answer. Powers of 7 follow-up pattern, and then we think about how this remaining number sits in that pattern. Not easy, but not rocket science. You have done a 10, 15, 20 reminders question, you should be good to go. And you should have done 10, 15, 20 reminders question. One of those topics where you just sit and say, look, I'll do a 40 of them, get comfortable with this, nail anything in this pattern without really applying my brain. The power of automating ideas, super powerful. Do 40 questions and reminders of different types. It just, the patterns automatically get formed. Then we're good to go. I think the answer is, yeah, the timer is done. I think the answer is 1 in this instance. 6580, Surat Tomar, Sampadas, Debarjan Datta, Devayan Datta. Yeah, several of you got it right. Devayan Datta is making a march back into this. Jayam Ravi has not had a good time of it. The last 2, 3, 4 questions. Same, so too Gaurav Singh Kumai. I'm sure you can make a comeback. A couple of questions right and you're back in the mix. Devayan Datta is almost like marching back into reckoning. Right. Lovely. Which team has the highest loss percentage in T20Is among those with test status? Highest loss percentage. A couple of these teams are rather good, so it should boil down to the other two. So that way eliminating and going for it is simpler. Of the other two, we all kind of don't know about one, we don't really like the other. So go for the not liking thing. I'm not giving any more clues. I think Ashwin and Co will just bash me up. Bangladesh have made a splash when they came on and they played well, and then they started being a little uppity about how they go about their things. They started picking battle. They started they wanted to compete on an even keel, but before their record could catch up, their chatter caught up. So they've not been very likable. As a general team and unit. They have their rivalries and those rivalries go strong and deep, all good. But your heart goes to Afghanistan, at least mine, been smitten by Afghanistan. In a way, I've never really taken to the Bangladesh team. Not in their present avatar, not in their underdog avatar. Never really warmed to them. Anyway. Want to end the quiz? Yes, indeed. Let's see the record. Many congratulations. Suraj Tomar. We will send across the gift coupon as quickly as possible. Many congratulations to Sampadas and Debarjan Datta. There was an awesome comeback from Debayan Datta. Very, very nice. Just ran through. Maybe 2 more questions and you'll probably be in the mix. Looking to grab it. Oh, it's a spectacular record. I think I have to check the details to make sure that Suraj Tomar has not got the questions ahead of time. Just kidding. Don't think of this as me casting some aspersions on beautiful record. Fantastic question answering. You're on top of your game mathematically and in cricketing wise. And you got lucky with one question which you were nice enough to accept as well. So brilliant performance. Lovely to see that. So many of you have got something like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10, right? Which is spectacular. It didn't even come close to that kind of hit rate, which is spectacular. I think Debayan Datta has put together a run in the last bit. Okay, this one was wrong. There have been 4 in a row, you're creeping into the prize zone. And the first 5, 6 questions were bad. 7, 8, 9, 10, you climbed up, but 9 didn't fall in place. Jayam Ravi had a run. I think he dropped out for some reason. Something with the internet connection. So I had a sneaky suspicion that he was not really turning up because it done really well. So 5 in a row right, 5 out of 7 correct, and then being unable to attempt 8, 9, 10. It's unfortunate. I think we would have been in the mix if it had come out well. Lovely. This format is rather good. I quite enjoyed myself. Hopefully we cross the line against England. I don't care at this stage whether we squeezed home or we win comfortably or we have a nail-biting thriller or rain washes out. I think we get through and play the finals. I'll be very happy, man. And good to catch up with all of you. Enjoy the match. Prepare well, obviously. If any one of you is saying, look, I'm not in all of this cricket thing. At 8 o'clock sharp, I'm starting a mock cat. Best wishes. Power to you. Give that a crack. I'm just kidding. There's still time. So if you're interested in cricket, watch the match. And then compensate for your schedule somewhere else here and there. The semi-finals and finals don't come around that frequently. Give it a go. Or you can always study either after that or tomorrow morning. Fine. I'm also following the Euros. I'm rather looking forward to the knockout stages. Luckily enough, there are no matches in the next couple of days. I'll be ready for the weekend matches. Hopefully, that is also fun. Yep, Gaurav Kumar. I'm also hoping for that we'll have a good session with the final in which India is playing. I love the cricket-based DLR and CAT mock, by the way. Yeah, very nice. So it's Bhaskar all the way. He really likes the sport, so he put in there. The brackets are messed up for you. Oh my God, tell me about it. One of the teams I was following, I wanted to find their quarterfinal opponent and I simply couldn't. I said, look, I'll go through this. I went through the entire UEFA thing and then the qualifying scenarios with third placed in each of these spots and their thing. And this, I said, look, I'm going to wait 2 more matches. I'll know the status. I'll worry about it from then. The permutations were way out of my league. So it's a mess completely. England have a red carpet road. I'm not even sure they're going to start as favourites against Slovakia. I like members in this team. I like a bunch of players in the English team. So I'm not per se rooting against them. But I'm from the camp which says if England loses in some sport, it's not the worst day. Manager is a myth. I actually like Southgate. I think he's got it wrong this season. But previous England managers were messed up. I think he brought lightened the mood, he changed the personnel, he brought a certain vibe to the team. Unfortunately, that shot up expectations and he is bearing the brunt of it. They've completely lost the way this Euros. But as a coach and an individual, I really like Southgate. Pleasant guy. Which is why I like the team. I don't want him to suffer. Foden fan, yeah, I like Foden. I'm a gigantic fan of this beautiful player who played, exterior player called Iniesta, Andres Iniesta. And I think Foden comes close. Not very similar. Iniesta played, was a master at midfield and less of a beast as an attacking player, whereas Foden is the opposite. Foden plays in the front 3 more than the next 3. But the half-turn, possession, technique, vision, the matchup. I've not had seen somebody like Iniesta for a long time. And some parts of how Foden plays, I like that. I'm a big fan of Iniesta. Last night, Portugal choked. Yeah, indeed. Belgium also choked. Belgium choked beautifully. I watched a Belgium-Ukraine match and Belgium choked like beautifully. Yeah, one side of the draw is very heavily loaded. What Arjun's saying is spot on. We should have a session somewhere where we discuss the Euros as well. Do something for the Euros. Maybe closer to the serious semi-final, final knockout thing. I love talking sport. Hopefully, we will have one more session like that. I'm going to stop this session here. A bunch of people said they wanted to join a class at 6:30. Best wishes to that. I think it's Venkatram and Chetan to have fun, enjoy the class, the session, the learning part. We will hopefully be there in a couple of days' time to be doing this with a more meaningful match, with one more meaningful match. Ciao.